Good day, guys. Welcome back to the King's Track class. Right. This is me, my kitchen, basically. So I said, let me test, this new feature on YouTube. Wow, my face is very clear, right? And there's not actually light, so but my face is bright. You get that? Okay, yeah. So the King Tut class, the King tutorial class, basically. So how come about the King tutorial class? Basically, to test this feature, I would say some things. All right. So let's just pay the close attention to what I'm saying. And for those that want to join as a collaborator, you're welcome online. Those that want to chat, you're welcome online. Send me your comments. I would reply presently. Say because I'm using a phone. I don't know if there's a way I can do that. So, however it is, join in, sit tight, and enjoy yourself. All right. So this is the King Describer. And as you can see, you have the king on board. That's David John. All right. So when you say the king to class, basically, then you have to ask, how it came about, how it all started. All right. It all started when I was, I think, in 100 level or 200 level, most likely. Right. Because before then, I've been planning to push myself outside and see how I can reach out to people to basically solve their problems, right? And I'm looking for different means. Okay, if I'd be using various platforms, YouTube, Facebook, whatever, as people do, I would need a good camera, I would need good sound and a good lighting. I'll need to, edit, those contents very well. So, and as such, I would need to start, making preparations to get some of those things that I just mentioned. So because I'm a person that has different uh, hobbies or different skills, right? Math is not only my skill. I am into photography, right? I also do graphic design. I'm a painter. I love music. I beatbox. I don't know if that came out well, especially the bass. So I do other things basically, right? I play saxophone, I play keyboard beats, and the likes like that. So, but basically, this live section, this test live section or live test section, basically, is to just show you, what the king, is all about in a brief and in summary. So, I love mathematics. I got that passion from my dad, right? And he retired earlier this year to be very good. You should have seen the video on either Facebook or Instagram, likes like that. So, and I just also entered the service to the glory of God. Okay, so you are not this life right now, or you're not watching this video right now, then you don't know this about me, all right? So, I entered the service late last year to the glory of God, and before then, I've been doing, YouTube. Before YouTube, I've been engaged with mathematics, other subjects, and likes like that. As a training system, to the glory of God, I started, you know, teaching. All right, I started with a tutorial, which one of my cousins, when he came to Lagos, introduced me to because he actually first went to look for job, and then he saw the person I actually know. So, but I've never gone out to, look for job before, as at 2016. You know, so I went to look for job. I went there. I applied. After applying, I was given maths, English, and I think general studies also. The one of the school there. So after we finished everything, my maths I had 96, right? Yes. For the English, I had 60 something or was it 60 or not? General studies, I had the good score too. So well, he knew that or he noticed that my mathematics, was the better of them all. Right. So and I applied for mathematics basically. And thereafter, the man, gave me some other subjects to take, which I started taking. I took chemistry, I took physics, I took at some point biology then because as at that time the school was not so really big. I think their highest class there was SS1, right? So during the time of the lesson, then after on he had SS2, and after on he had SS3, and he had students that for the university which have taken Many of them are at that 2016, 17, 18. So when I was at the university, those periods, whenever I come back, I go back to resume, right? So before that time, the passion has been there, built in by my dad, but also helped by me, right? Because when he teaches a thing, I'll make sure I also, up myself to learn it better. And a lot of ways this is going basically, all right? So I help myself to get it better. Since JSS2, I can say that I've been at some point more independent in terms of when I'm giving assignments, I'll try and do it first. Then the ones that I had, I'll take it to him. At some point before we have a next, the next topic in mathematics mostly, it takes other subjects though. It takes other subjects then as children. So he will have taken us a particular topic in that subject, in that mathematics basically now. So after taking us, so the next day in class, it's not be really difficult for us at point. So, but I also help myself. Whenever I don't get an answer, I'll make sure I don't eat. Yes, that's then Abby. I know. Those you students of nowadays, you can't try that. You must make sure that your stomach is filled, right? So, but basically, I was dedicated. I was very ready to learn, and I just love mathematics mostly, and I gave myself to it. That it even exposed me to some other things with the tricks he also taught us, in original subjects to understand, some basic things or general things as such. And when I find or come across any subject, any topic, maths, English, physics, chemistry, anyone, I can literally attempt it if I cannot provide the right answer. All right. So my personal studies and that Vidali has also done, or that Vidali also did, assisted my growth, right? Because it assisted my growth, and that is what helped me to be where I am today. So how did the Kingstar start? It all started from the basics, by teaching me that kind of thing. Then after which, me also giving time to learning, right, and growing, all right. And at some point, before I finish secondary school, I usually assist my younger brothers. I have three younger brothers to be very good. They are all done with the university to be very good too. So, and whenever they write exams and they come with their scripts, I'll make sure I mark it because that's what they always do when they come back, from the exam hall. We collect our scripts, we mark it, and then you should know your score even before the result is out, right? So I also did that thing, right? Whenever my younger brothers write any exam, I'll make sure I get that script, mark the ones I don't know, I'll show it to that will correct, like that. Even at school, there was this guy, Michael, he was our assistant head boy then, right? He was also good in mathematics. So if he's watching this video now, he will attest to that. So, or if he watches this video later on, he will attest to that. So we usually do joint this thing after exams. We'll just check and balance and see, okay, oh, you did this wrong, you did this, I did this wrong. We'll correct ourselves. The one that we see that, no, I didn't do wrong, or you didn't do wrong, we'll not take it to our teacher. We'll not us correct it. And, we'll go back again. So we're pushing ourselves. Throughout secondary school, I didn't have anything less than 80 or less than 75, in mathematics to be very good. So like that to be very good. So what am I saying? Apart from WAEC, I guess, right? Apart from WAEC. So the first time I wrote WAEC was quite terrible. I wrote it in SS2 first, that was GC. So but I wrote it again and it actually not fair. I didn't have an A. Right? Yeah, I didn't have an A. So but I'm good at what I do. So coming back to what I was talking about, the King to class, basically, it all fully started when I saw one of my colleagues in the university upload a single video on Facebook. And I was like, okay, I think this is the push for me to start, the King to class. So I had to start looking for names. I drafted out like I think 5, 6, 7 names that I want to use. So and I, by the Spirit of God, chose the King tutorial class, right? By the Spirit of God, I also wrote those names out at some point, maybe with some ideas, personal ideas. So but the King, Dave King or David King, tutorial class. So I had to make everything like that. So it's not be too long. I think I wrote something like the King International then. So I also wrote some other things like that. So It all started when I saw the video of my colleague on YouTube, because I was planning to record video already too. So, but I was still looking for that push. I was still looking for that push until when I now saw my colleague upload a video on Facebook. And Emmanuel is his name actually. They also call him Praise. We're in the same department in university. If he's also watching this video, he will see. I mean, we attest to this at some point, because I think I messaged him after, that I messaged him that now your video for Facebook, now he give me morale, make I also start the upload. So to the glory of God, I started pushing it out. I started uploading. I started having views. First week of uploading, I think I had like 10 subscribers, like even more. Then YouTube sent me a message, on YouTube Studio that well done, eh? We will get 10 subscribers. So it means say if I get more than this, right, they feel maybe congratulate me again and stuff like that. So, but I didn't say anything like that till now, though. Since I started in 2020. So, but that first week, when I pushed content. I think I did like 5 or more videos. But I pushed 5 that week, or in a day, or 2 days. I pushed like 5 contents. I was like, I'm going to be pushing it like that. Knowing that at some point, some things were actually constraints, because left to me, that they give you to back to back, to be slapping it with content and stuff like that. So, but at some point, I also need to create space, which I later got to understand, so that students that are watching it, or you viewers that are watching it, would also have, time to go into it and, you know, uh, understand, understand, what I'm saying. Hallelujah. Okay, so I'm a Christian to the glory of God, and most people say I look like Muslim, or some say I look like Yoruba, some say I look like Igbo. That's not my problem. So, but it is well. So, coming back, just before I end this live section, I never see any like. Anyways, I'll get there very soon. I never see any like. I never see any comment. I never see any single soul. Very soon, just like Mr. Beast did, in one of his videos recently, he talked about his 2015 video, because 10 years from now is 2015, right? So he recorded that particular video. Then he had just few subscribers and few views, but they actually massive though. If I had that kind of subscribers now, I'll be happy. I think he had over 1,000 subscribers, over 8,000 subscribers then, and then he also had what do you call it? He had in total over some million views in total. It was not even much then. So, but at some point, with consistency and likes like that, you know, shifting away all the bad vibes around it, you can see where he is today. I respect that guy, but I will beat him. Though he can show it to Mr. Beast actually, but I'm going to pass him. All right, I just need people support. What I just need now basically is engagement. So I'm begging people, I beg you, your colleagues, your family members, your loved ones, everyone that that needs my content. All right, please send it to them. All right, I'm not shackle. I don't shackle. I'm not a shackle boy like that. I'm simple, and I have my principles, so I don't shackle. So they're actually very rich. I've broken them into playlists, right? So if you check my playlist section of my channel, you'll see different topics. Now, those topics are such that I took it from the beginning, from the scratch to the finish. So if you're in junior secondary school and that particular topic concerns you, you will understand it from the beginning. So you cannot stop at where maybe you were taught in class, but so that you not overload your head with some other information that you're supposed to know when you get to, SS3. I didn't break it down on YouTube there as to maybe GSS1, GSS2, GSS3, right? What I'm going to be doing as that, you know, aspect is to do it on my channel, on my website, I mean, right? Where I'll link my channel also to it. And in that place, I would, segment it into the different classes and the likes like that. So I think I'm done, right? I like talking, but I also like talking this. So okay, so mathematics is a very very simple subject, but it can also be very difficult, if you don't understand the steps, to follow. Mathematics basically steps, steps, steps. All right, all mathematical related subjects, physics, chemistry, geography, further maths and the likes like that. When you understand the concept, you are good to go. When you understand the concept for physics now, when you understand the concept, for all those mathematical questions, right? When you understand the concept, you can interpret the question, right? Know the formulas around it. Join. As far as you know that this is energy's formula, this is also energy's formula, and you are dealing with one entity from this person energy's formula and the other entity from this other energy's formula. Link them together. Yeah. If E equals to let's say energy, right? We have energy is same thing as work done, right? Uh, energy is equals to mgh. That's the potential, right? Kinetic is what? Half mv squared, right? So assuming equation contains mvh like that, and you know that okay, potential energy has only mgh, and kinetic has only half mv squared, right? That's mv. So what you're going to do is, since E is equals to that, E is equals to that, then that is equals to that, right? Push them together, break it down you want to break, that it is the same, in both cases. That's like for G, and then solve and get your answer. You are good to go. All right. It's just to get the concept. Anything. For all these other subjects like biology, it's also simple. Right? It's also simple. Yes, I can teach any subject. Just give me the other textbook or so. Once I go through it, easy to explain to the glory of God. Though. It might not be, we as exactly as someone that studies that particular, or has a particular niche will explain using some terms. But I'm going to use my own simple term, right? And you would remember or you understand, you remember, and at some point, you do well. So that is about that. And see you in my next video. All right, take care of yourself. Make sure you enjoy yourself. Right? Match your ball for the Nigerians. Okay, enjoy. I think I'm done with this live session right now. Thank you, 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 thank you. Oh, come on. This is how to end it. Me and you and your guests will no longer be live. Thank you.